Hey there, Dawson. How you doing? This is Ashley. This is a video that I was talking with you about on Facebook. So ultimately what I plan on going over and showing you in this video is I want to go over your website. I want to show you what's working for you, what could be improved to work a little bit better for you. I want to show you some of your competition and what type of business their websites are bringing in per month. And just to give you an idea of how much more business you could be taking on top of obviously what you're already bringing in. Now I'll keep this video as short as possible. I don't want to waste anyone's time, including my own. So when you are finished watching this video, reach out. I'd love to talk some more and we can kind of take it from there. So I'm first going to start with your website. Now when it comes to having a website, it's all about how user friendly it is, how easy it is to navigate that site, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your website. Now what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your website, you do not want them having to scroll and read and dig and read some more just to figure out what services you're offering, let alone what areas you offer those services in, if you're local to them or not, so on and so forth. They don't want to have to dig and scroll and read themselves, so we want to have all that information listed right at the beginning of the website without them even having to scroll. So I do like how you have your services tab up here, but what I don't like is when you hover over it, first of all, it don't give you the list of services that you offer. Now, that's fine and all if you only offer one service, but what I would like to see is when you click on the services tab, it at least brings you to a services page, even if it is just one service that you're offering, to let you know what that service is, let you know a little bit about it, and so on and so forth. Now, I'm going to be completely upfront and honest with you. The website that you currently have, it's definitely a start. And but I also will let you know that it definitely needs some work. And I'll touch base on a few things that I've noticed just by looking at your website. One, you definitely need a logo. The overall layout of your website, you have no H1, H2 headings. You really don't have any pictures. There's no format to your website. All of this content on here you can't really see. So there's just little improvements that definitely hurt your ranking that we would definitely want to get that taken care of. Now, the next thing I want to go over is the way that people are going to be getting a hold of you. Obviously, when somebody comes to your website, they're going to be doing many different things. Some people, when they come to your site, they strictly want to click on your phone number, talk to you on the phone, and that is it. While other people, they might not want to talk on the phone. It might be late. They might be at work, whatever the case may be. So they might much rather fill out a form submit option. And as of right now, you do not have a form submit option, and you do not have a click to call phone number. Now, you do have a phone number, which is it's better than nothing, but when people have to start memorizing stuff or starting to have to copy stuff, they're like, why am I even going to waste my time? Let me go back to Google, find the next guy who actually has a click to call phone number or a form submit option. Now, both those click to call phone numbers and form submit options are great for client conversion, but obviously they cater to different people. That's why we want to have many different options for people to get a hold of you for your services. So what I would recommend is getting a click-to-call phone number somewhere, again, from the beginning of your website, and a form submit somewhere over in here since you have some, open space right here. Now, the next thing I'm going to go over as far as your website is your content. Now, you do have a little bit of content, which is definitely a start, but again, it's not enough to be considered an authority in the eyes of Google. So you need at least 1,500 to 2,000 words, and that's not of any old written content. That's professionally written, keyword-rich, authoritative content. So what that means is basically if we decided to start working together, we would go do competitive competitive keyword research. Based on our research, we'd find keywords that we know are going to bring you business. We send them out to our professional content writers where they then strategically embed those keywords throughout the content that they are writing about you, about your services, about your company, so on and so forth. And those keywords I'll show you here in a little bit, but they are so important because those keywords are what people are typing in Google to find you. So one, if you don't have any keywords on your homepage, how are you supposed to be found? But two, if you don't have any power going to those keywords, then they're not going to rank, and you're just going to show up on the 5th page of Google, and nobody's going to the 5th page. If you're not on that first page of Google, you're not maximizing your traffic to its fullest potential, and obviously that's a problem. Now, if your competition has 1,700 words of content, we now need to go get 2,000 words, possibly even 2,500. to at least beat them out. So speaking of your competition, I've come over here to a general search that I did in the area, and these guys from the organic section are one of your competitors. Mind you, you have many competitors, but again, this is just one of them. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what's out there and what you can look forward to when working with us. So I'm going to show you how to beat these guys, but if we look at their website, you can already tell that it's just more than what you guys currently have. You know, they actually have their services tab as far as the service that they offer right from the beginning. They have all of the different services that they have to offer and drop down menus. They have their click to call phone number. So they're already a couple steps ahead of you. Now, as far as the content goes, they obviously have more content than you guys. That's one of the reasons they're currently outranking you. But again, these guys are not considered an authority. They're not at the word marking. So once we go and we do what we need to do as far as your website goes, and we get your website straightened away, we'll be beating these guys. I'm not worried about that at all. So coming back here, I want to break down Google for you a little bit because Google's broken down into 3 different sections. So the first section that we see are the ads, whether they're the sponsored ads, whether they're the Google guaranteed ads. The first part of Google is typically ads. Now that depends on if your area runs them or not. Now, if you are interested in the ads, that's something that we would definitely have to look into to make sure you're actually going to benefit from them, to make sure you benefit from them. We obviously don't want you losing money. So this next section I'm going to go over in Google is called the it's called the Google My Business. Now, in this section, you want to show up because just like with your website, people do different things. Same thing with a Google search. Some people, when they come to Google, they're strictly coming to these ads, while other people, they're strictly coming to the GMB. Other people strictly come into the organic section. So if we get you in all these spots and you show up at least once in all these spots for all different keywords, you have a higher chance of being chosen. So, more traffic to your site is more business, more money. So with this section, to get ranked in this area, it requires a few different things. Citations being one of them, which is your name, address, and phone number listed across the web in different directories like Yelp, Angie's List. Even Facebook has a spot where you can get a citation from. You want reviews, you want to be posting on your GMB listing weekly. There's a lot that goes into this area, like I said, but it's a very important section to be in, and as of right now, you currently are not. So what I'd recommend to do is go find out all the citations these guys have themselves listed in. Go list yourself in them on top of 200 to 300 more. Whatever your competitors had to do, you're going to have to do, or we're going to have to do the same exact thing and then some, because we obviously want to beat them. Now, coming on down to this last section of Google that I'm going to go over with you, this is the organic section, which directly deals with your website. Again, as I scroll through this first page, you guys do not show up. So to get you in this area, it requires having the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. So to get you in this area, we're going to need to beat out your competition in every aspect possible. And how we do that is we come over to a paid resource that I pay monthly for, and we're currently looking at your stats. Now, your numbers don't look too bad. Your UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. Which this number goes all the way up to 100. So it's honestly not too bad. It's definitely not the worst that I've seen. Now, the backlinks that you have 132 of them, and the strength of those backlinks is a 23. Again, this goes all the way up to a 100. So, the backlinks, even the backlinks that you have, they're not too bad of backlinks. But you're getting no traffic to your website right now. And that's because you only are being found for 2 keywords. Now, the keywords that you are being found for are these right here. These are what people are typing in Google. Actually, to show you, 20 people are going in Google per month typing parking lot striping Oklahoma City, and you're not getting any traffic out of that 20. And that is because you're in the 30th position, which is the 3rd page of Google. 1 through 10 is the first page, 10 through 22nd, so on and so forth. So it's not as easy as just having these keywords in your content like I was talking about earlier. That's why we need to add power to these keywords. That way you start gaining positions so you can start getting more of that total search volume. Now, to show you some of your competitors and show you just the type of traffic that they're getting, this is your one competitor that I showed you earlier. They're not more trustworthy or legit in the eyes of Google. Their backlinks are nowhere near as strong as what you guys are getting, but look at the traffic that they're getting. They're getting 18 people to their site per month, and that's because they're, one, being found for so many more keywords than you are. But look, this is the same keyword right here that you are being found for, right? But look how much traffic they're getting from that keyword. They're getting 5 people to their site per month off that keyword, while you're getting none. And that's because you're in the 30th position and they're in the 2nd position, which is the first page. So that's just to give you an idea of, some of the business that you're missing out on. Now, this is just one of your competitors. If I go to Google and type in any other service, or type parking lot striping in a million different ways, or even look in different areas that you service, you have completely different competitors. So we need to get you on this first page for all those keywords. Now, to show you some more competitors of yours, this one here is another competitor. You're missing out on 3 traffic from them. Now, you may not be thinking that 3 is a lot, but it adds up. This is just a few of your competitors that I am showing you. So once you add all those together per month, it definitely adds up on top of what you're already getting. Now, this is another competitor of yours. You're missing 4 from them. And I just wanted to show you one of our websites. Obviously, this is a plumbing website. This is our client out in Los Angeles. But this is a website that we built. And this is just to give you an idea of what a website should look like. So click to call phone number right from the start, form submission without having to scroll, all the different locations and drop down menus with all of the different services and drop down menus. You have all of the content in order to beat out the competition online with all of the keywords strategically placed throughout. That way you don't get flagged for keyword stuffing, but you also get recognition for those keywords, so you show up when somebody types it in. You do it once, you never have to do it again. Our websites are built correctly from the platform that they are built on. They are built to rank. They are built to bring you business. These are all social media ads that I create each week that cycle through on a carousel through the website. We have all of the customer reviews, the new customer reviews that cycle through and populate on the website. All the H1, H2, H3 headings done. All the content as far as the pictures is saved correctly. They're just absolutely beautiful websites, completely customized and catered to the business owner, the business itself, their background. So you see what you're currently getting from your website currently, from your website currently versus what you could be getting off just 3 of your competitors, So reach out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great one, Dawson. Bye.